America, we are back, baby. Hope you guys are having a great day today. We are going to have a shorter than usual episode today. I already did my reaction stream to the Nick Fuentes Sneeko collaboration. Every one of you should go check it out. But we are going to have a shorter show today, but we're still going to have a fun one. We're going to talk about Stephen Miller said something he definitely shouldn't have said. We're going to talk about it a lot. We're going to show a video of it today. We're also going to talk about the Nick Fuentes Sneeko collab, the Nick Fuentes Dave Smith collab. We'll talk about Candace Owens a bit. Marjorie Taylor Greene has been in the news, so is Matt Gaetz. We have a lot of different things to talk about, a lot of stuff to get into, so please remember to smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the show. I do want to get right into our show today. We're going to be reacting to a lot of things, showing a lot of different things. So let me get that all pulled up for you. Our first thing I wanted to show you was this tweet by Laura Loomer. So again, I have nothing wrong with this tweet itself. I want to just point something out to you guys. The tweet reads, "Mass deport Muslims, ban Muslims from holding office in the United States, ban the hijab, make America great again." I have no problem with any of those statements. But what I want people to do really quickly, what I want people, while they're sitting here with me, what I want you to do is think about this. If you took the word Muslim in every one of these tweets and you replaced it with Jew, do you think this would go over the same way? Do you think they would allow it to be posted? Do you think that this person would lose every sponsorship they had? Do you think the ADL would ruin this person's life? Because I think so. I don't think I could ever tweet out mass deport Jews, ban Jews from holding office in the United States, ban the kippah, make America great again. See, that's again, we've gotten to this weird point in America where I don't have a problem with the fact that people can now be Islamophobic openly, people who have political positions and, they have political talk shows, whatever it is. But there's this hypocrisy where it's like you can't speak about Judaism, you can't speak about organized Jewry, you can't speak about the Israel lobby without being called an anti-Semite, but people who work in politics can openly tweet out mass deport Muslims. I support it. Mass deport the Muslims. But at the same time, mass deport all the dual citizens. Mass deport all the people who put their Israeli identity over their American identity. While we're at it, let's do all those things. Like, if I tweeted this out and just said mass deport Jews, ban Jews from holding office in the United States, do you think I could ever get elected in the future doing that? Do you think I would... the ADL would ruin my fucking life if I did that. The ADL, countless other organizations would make it their mission to ruin my life if I tweeted something out like that. Even though we have people who have political talk shows who are tweeting out essentially that message, but about a different religion. What makes it different, though? What makes it different is the fact that our entire government is run by Israelis. It's run by organized Jewry. It's funded by organized Jewry. So you're not allowed to speak out against the Jewish and Israeli lobby. You can only speak out against the Muslims in America. They don't give a shit about that. The people who run this country, the organized Jewry that runs this country, they support us speaking out against Muslims because they hate Muslims more than anybody. They encourage this stuff. But again, if you spoke out against them, if you said, hey, why is it that Jews are disproportionately in government, academia, in Hollywood, in banking? No, you're a stupid fucking anti-Semite. You should shut up. Honestly, we should take all your sponsorships away and your check mark and your ability to even post on social media. That's the reaction of those things. It's really hypocritical. I don't know. I saw that earlier, and that was my first thought. Was like, could I ever get away with tweeting that about Jews? I don't think I could. So it really is crazy to me that we have people in government who could tweet this out about Muslims. Nobody seems to give a shit. But again, we can't speak about Jews or else we're just stupid, low IQ anti-Semites according to them. I saw this as well. Netflix refused to stream Israel's propaganda film about October 7th titled Nova. Yeah, I mean, it's a straight Hezbollah propaganda film. I really think Netflix is doing a lot of shitty things. They're promoting a lot of sex things to minors, and that's not okay. I mean, they even had that cutie scandals a few years ago where they tried to sexualize a bunch of young girls. Now they're trying to push trans propaganda to kids. They're trying to sell sex to kids, essentially. So I think Netflix isn't that great for a lot of those reasons, but I do think that this is a good move if this is true. I saw this today, and I really hope that Netflix did stick it to BB with that one, because This is what Gaza City looks like. I mean, this is literally what it is looking like right now. 83% of buildings in Gaza City have been destroyed or damaged by Israel. Does that seem like an actual war, or does that seem like a one-sided genocide? Because if you look at pictures of Tel Aviv, it looks fine. If you look at pictures of major cities in Israel, they all look great. But if you look at Gaza City, it's absolutely torn to shit and absolutely fucked. And it's because they are committing a genocide there and nobody is stopping it. And the United States is funding it. Our tax dollars are funding this. It is so hard to sleep at night knowing that like every kid who dies in this area was funded by my tax dollars. It's so upsetting. And then this is another Israel thing. Again, we're going to have a quicker show. We're going to kind of zip through a lot of these things, still do comments at the end. But the United States has spent 33 billion, 30 almost 34 billion on Israel since the Jewish state began its war on Gaza 2 years ago, per a new report by the Quincy Institute. Of the total, 21 billion or almost 22 billion was direct military aid to Israel, while the remainder covered broader Middle East operations, including actions in Yemen and Iran conducted on Israel's behalf. So essentially, Israel is just taking all our fucking money. I mean, we are paying for their health care because we are freeing up all their capital to give free health care to their citizens. We are literally funding all their weapons. We're funding all their military. We're funding everything for them. $3.8 billion a year. And they don't need the money. They take it because they can take it. And I think that will actually stop in the next few years. But what they need is us to be their bodyguards. But beyond that, it's just so corrupt that over 33 billion, like, do you know how much 33 billion could help out Gen Z and could help out millennials and Gen Alpha? We can't afford to get into the real estate market. We can't afford premiums on health insurance. We can't afford car insurance. We can't afford new cars. We can't afford any of the luxuries or the pleasures of life that previous generations got to enjoy because we are in this bullshit economy. You know, we lived through the COVID economy, the 2008 crash. We've lived through all these things, and what have we gotten for it? I mean, we went to college and didn't get jobs. That's what we got for it. We are now paying student loan debt off, and the government is collecting back on them. I don't like. I know so many young kids who are like drowned in student loan debt who are like they celebrate when Donald Trump and Caroline Leavitt are saying, "Oh, we're gonna go collect on the student loan debt." And at first, I was trying to push GOP talking points when that first happened. I was less red pilled, and I almost kind of agreed with it at first. And it was, I'm kind of talking about myself when I'm talking about these people as well. But it just, I don't know. When you think about it, when you realize it, it's like we were told to do something and got absolutely fucked for it. Like we grew up and we were told, oh, go do STEM, and then AI replaced everything that would do. We were told, oh, like comm is one of the most popular majors. What job can you get with a fucking comm degree? Unless you're there for like 4 or 5 very specific majors, college is essentially worthless, and we got scammed. And we have people who are drowning in debt to pay off these loans, and they won't pay them off until they're 60. And because of that, they'll never be able to get into the housing market. They won't be able to afford a wife and kids. They won't be able to afford the pleasures of life that previous generations were able to afford. And beyond that, we're also paying into Social Security, and we'll never get it. We will never get Social Security even though we pay it. It's one of the biggest scams. But yeah, if you're a Gen Z person and you support like the collection of student loans, I understand it for people who didn't go to college, but at the same time, it's like our government never has a problem writing off debt. Like our government literally canceled all the PPP loans, and those were all fucking scams. So I don't know. I do think that Gen Z deserves a little bit of a break. Millennials, Gen Alpha, we all deserve a little bit of a break from our government. It's our government's duty to take care of the citizens. They don't have to pay for everything, but it would be nice knowing how we have got fucked with this AI trend, how we've got fucked through, the pandemic, the '08 crash, woke cancel culture. It would be nice for our government to bail us out. The same way they bail out the banks and the airlines, they bail out everybody, the PPP loans, but they can't bail out the Gen Alpha, Gen Z, and Millennials because the boomers don't want that. The boomers are saying, no, I don't want to pay for these kids' colleges. Again, fuck you, sir. Like, I know some people aren't going to agree with that either, so if anyone wants to comment and debate me on that, that's completely fine. But yeah, I just don't see how it benefits us to be drowned in this debt. And again, I also understand the idea of like, we took out the loans, we're supposed to pay them back. But at the same time, you were like a 17-year-old kid when you're applying to colleges and you're applying for these loans. Try going to get a business loan at 18. Try going to get any other loan besides a student loan at 18. They're not going to give it to you. These loans are pretty predatory. They would not give you a credit card or any loans at that age, but you can take out $100,000 to go into debt for a piece of paper that may or may not be worth something. So yeah, I do have huge problems with the way the college financial system is set up. I don't think it's become a net benefit. I really think that there's only like 5 or 6 majors that are worth actually doing. And if you're not going to do those majors, start your own business, go work for someone, go to trade school. But there's really no reason to like go be a comm major or a psych major or like a criminal justice major or like any of the. You don't need a criminal justice degree to go be a fucking cop. You don't need a comm degree to go be a journalist. Just start an X account, start a website, just do all these things. Use ChatGPT to teach you these things. You don't need to be going to college for this bullshit. What you're gonna learn in comm is nothing. It's so fucking dumb. It is the dumbest fucking shit you'll ever learn. Even political science. Like, I was a political science major for part of college, and you don't really learn anything. You can't just learn in a fucking book. Just pick up a book, read 120 books a year, and I promise you, you will be smarter than every fucking kid who goes to college. It's so easy. I know that rant had little to nothing to do with this, but it's more just about the fact that we're spending so much money on Israel. We're not helping out the people in America. I mean, that money, that $33 billion, could have gone towards student loans. That $33 billion could have gone towards things for Gen Z, Gen Alpha, millennials. But they don't give a shit about us. They literally have forgotten about us. I saw this video, and this isn't like anything crazy important. It's an AI video, but I just wanted to show it to show, again, this is how real AI is getting. Like, people who don't realize how close we are to AI taking shit over, this is how good AI is. I'm going to show you guys this video real quick. This is of Michael C. Hall, the actor who plays Dexter. Great show if you don't watch it.
We can all be rebels. October 7th marks the beginning of the global rebellion. Take to the streets. Your body is a powerful thing. Rebel for life. We can all be rebels.
It just seems so real. Like, it seems so real. I mean, someone just made this as like a little October 7th thing at Jews, but yeah, I mean, the reason I wanted to show you you could ignore what he's saying, but the reason it's scary how real this is. I mean, imagine your grandmother, like, seeing a video AI like this. She's not going to fucking know the difference. Like, the reason we know the difference is because Michael C. Hall would never say some shit like this publicly. Like, that's a career ender. But like, our grandparents, our parents, the retards of it. Again, I'm not saying like your grandparents are retarded, but you get what I mean. If you've ever had to show your grandparents how to work a fucking iPad, you know what I'm saying. Like, I love my grandparents to death. I'd take a bullet to the heart for any of them. But I can admit they're not the most tech savvy, intelligent people when it comes to things. Like, they're intelligent in their own ways, just not in a technological way. And that's what real intelligence is now. You know, if you're not smart technologically, you're so fucking behind. We're gonna keep going on. I saw this. Let's break the algorithm. Reply with "I stand with Israel. Fuck Palestine." And then, they post this. Matt Gaetz, $7,000 comment. Love that. That's what I wanted to show you. Again, they're getting paid $7,000 a post to post this shit. And I wanted to show this Matt Gaetz video as well, where he explains how politicians are just bought. It's a short clip.
First AIPAC reception, and like, your fundraiser tells you have to go, and your chief of staff tells you have to go, your committee chairman all tell you have to go, and you get there and you wear this name badge, and I remember there's a QR code on it, and what we were supposed to do was go talk to donors, and then if they liked you, they scanned your QR code to make a donation, like, on the spot. It's
boop. Like, literally, that's how they do it. Like it's an Apple tap to fucking pay. They literally are like, "Oh, I like you. It looks like you're going to lie and chill for me." Boop.
So can you just imagine how demoralizing that is, to like be told that your job for the next several hours to go chat people up, hoping they would scan you like a can of tomato soup on the
Yeah, you're basically just a whore to these people. That's all you are. You're a whore to them. You're a dirty little slut. That's all they view you as. You're a dirty little slut. Hey, how much can I pay you to suck me off? How much can I pay you to go shill for the Israel lobby?
Way out of the meeting.
I mean, it's literally purchasing.
Right. And so I saw that and I was like, wow, that is so freaking weird. I remember my first AIPAC.
Yeah, we got to start calling this shit out. We got to take more action against AIPAC, against these lobbyists who are literally raping American politics. It needs to end. It's so bad for the country that we have this. So bad for America. So bad for America first. Excuse me. I really like Matt Gaetz. I think Matt Gaetz is pretty base. Matt Gaetz definitely is one of the people who was in government who now calls out the Israel lobby a ton. He is very outspoken about it, how they tried to lobby him, how they tried to bribe him, how they even threatened him when he didn't take their bribes. So hats off to you, Matt Gaetz. You're a Florida guy as well, so thank you. I wanted to show this video. This one's, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet. Again, we're just zipping through a lot of this stuff today. Let me explain why I have tried to film this about 4 different fucking times today, and my, I don't know if it's my computer, my editing software, whatever it is, it's been crashing every time. There have been 3 different times that I've been 20 minutes into an episode, and it literally just crashes and everything was deleted, and I've spent hours today trying to recover it and fix it, and I literally, I did the same thing, 3 times in a row, again, different monologue, kind of slightly different monologue, same tone, and talking points, but I don't have a script, so it was different words each time, but I basically talked about the same topics 3 different times in a row because it just kept deleting, and I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna scrap that. We are going to go back to normal show tomorrow. I did the reaction, and then I'm just gonna doing some reactions here, doing little news, little reactions. We're gonna read comments, engage with the fan base. But yeah, and yesterday's show too, I think that's when it started, but yesterday's show I was filming, it was about a 2-hour show, and then an hour, 15 minutes in or so, everything crashed, but it didn't show me that, and it still said I was recording, and the last 45 minutes just didn't get saved, and then I had to re-go in and refilm. I didn't refilm for 45 minutes, but I refilmed, I just read the comments and just went right to that, because I was like, what the fuck, this is insane that I'm dealing with this. But yeah, so about 45 minutes of my episode yesterday just got completely lost. If I ever get that, I'll try and upload it, but I don't know if it will make sense out of context. And then, yeah, I just didn't feel like redoing. I mean, it just seemed insane to redo it. It's not like I was talking about anything crazy. I was talking about the Palisades fire from 9 months ago because they arrested a guy on it. But I'll talk about that stuff tomorrow again. But we'll get to this clip.
Yes, we're going to surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior. Yes, you're a freak. You're a total creep.
Okay.
Did anyone else get a teeny bit turned on? I'm just kidding. What the fuck was that? We gotta watch that again. What the fuck?
Yes, we're going to surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior. Yes, you're a freak. You're a total creep.
Okay.
All right.
What the? Ooh, yeah, we're going to surveil everybody. You're a creep. What the fuck was that? See, this is woman behavior. That's what the fuck was that, sweetheart? Oh, my lord. I don't even know what, I gotta watch it one more time. I don't even know what to fucking say. That was fucking weird.
Yes, we're gonna surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior. Yes, you're a freak. You're a total creep.
Okay.
All right.
What the fuck? Yeah, we're gonna what the fuck is this? What the fuck? I saw that earlier, but every time I see it, I have the same reaction. It's what? What the fuck? I don't know, that clip is fucking freaky. That clip is free. That's freakier than the Candace Owens, the Candace Owens fuck me eyes clip. Candace was trying to get us all trapped with that one. Didn't work, sweetheart. Didn't work. But yeah, what the fuck was that? I want to show this too. This is this is actually one of the most embarrassing things. So this is probably talk about this for a bit. This was actually insane, and this is one of the most embarrassing things to come out of the Trump, like, his cabinet in a while, since Epstein almost. I mean, this was a Freudian slip, and then beyond that, like, watch what happens right after. We'll watch it, I don't know if we'll watch it twice, but watch what happens right after he has his slip with his words.
You've called the district judge's ruling blocking the deployment of National Guard in Oregon legal insurrection. Does the administration still plan to abide by that ruling?
Well, the administration filed an appeal this morning with the Ninth Circuit. I would note the administration won an identical case in the Ninth Circuit just a few months ago with respect to the federalizing of the California National Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Stephen?
Do you notice how he freezes? I don't know if you guys heard it well, too. He said the president has plenary authority. What that means is basically the unitary executive theory, which means the president can do whatever the fuck he wants. That there's nothing illegal for the president to do. He can take a shit on your lawn, fuck your mother twice, break down your door, and then still be the president. It doesn't matter. That's basically what he's saying. And this is Stephen Miller saying this, someone in Trump's cabinet. And then we're going to watch the rest of this video. Watch what happens. He said that. I'm going to go back like a few seconds so you could hear it one more time. And then watch his reaction right after.
With respect to the federalizing of the California National Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
Stephen? Stephen? Hey, Stephen, can you hear me? It seemed, Stephen, I apologize. It seems like we're having a technical issue.
Whoever his handler was on the other side of the camera was like, shut the fuck up. Shut up now, bitch. Shut up. Shut up. They probably took their gun out, pointed it right at him. They were like, shut the fuck up. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. You overspoke. Go back to your hole. Go to the hole in the ground. Go back to the Jewish tunnels in New York City. Like, they were probably freaking out on the other side. Go, scram, bitch, scram. Shut the fuck up. Like, I can't imagine the reaction of whoever's handler was on the other side of the camera. It was like, no, shut up. We don't talk about the unitary executive theory. We don't talk about the fact that the president can do whatever he wants and no one can stop it. No, we don't speak about that. That's literally what they were like in their heads, I'd imagine it was probably a little more subtle. They're probably just like, well, you get what I'm saying. That's, you know, that's crazy. There's 5 seconds left in the clip. We'll watch it, but
We'll try to fix that and get back to you.
Yeah, they write it off as if it's like an audio or video issue, but no, it wasn't. It was, he realized what the fuck he said. He even like said a word right after, and then he is like, I didn't say anything. I'm just a victim. I'm just a victim. My people are being slaughtered. I'm just a victim. Oy vey. I didn't say anything. That's what fucking Stephen Miller did. Like, he literally froze up and just acted like he I don't know. We gotta, let's go back for a second. I want you guys to watch, because what he was trying to do is act like the camera froze. It's like when you're on FaceTime with one of your fucking, like you're on FaceTime with your girlfriend, you don't want to fucking speak, so you just act frozen for a second so she hangs up. That's what he tried to do, but he's not like you could see it's not frozen. You could visually see it, and you could also hear him say a word right after.
Case in the Ninth Circuit just a few months ago with respect to the federalizing of the California National Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority.
You can see him rocking. Look, you see his blink. Him blinking, he's moving his lips.
Hey, Stephen, can you hear me?
He's trying to just stay as still as possible, but he's realizing how badly he fucked up. He fucked up so bad right there. That was a really bad fuck up. I mean, people don't realize the scale of that, but that is like that is one of the worst fuck ups he can make. You don't talk about that in government. You don't talk about it for a reason, because nobody wants the people to know that the president has the authority to do whatever the fuck he wants, essentially. It's how Dick Cheney and George Bush got away with literally everything. We're going to go on. I want to, let's see. I had, let's see, here it is. Not a retard, Matt Gaetz. I had that. I don't know why it went to the guy's page, but not a retard, Matt Gaetz. Officially not a retard. Officially. We officially made it a thing. He is not a retard. When I find retard says someone's not a retard, it's official, folks. So officially, Matt Gaetz, you're not retarded. You're one of us, baby. You are, ooh my god, but one of us. That's a funny scene from The Wolf of Wall Street if no one gets that reference. I want to talk about this piece of shit for a second, too. This is a retard. See, this is a retard. You know, Matt Gaetz, not a retard. Hasan Piker, huge retard. I remember back in the, like, before I show the clip, we'll tell story. I remember back, I don't know if any of my viewers know, but if you don't know who Adam Calhoun is, go check him out. He's a, country singer rapper. Like, I know it sounds confusing, but it's actually, I don't know, it's not everyone's flavor for music, although I do enjoy some of it, but he's a great guy. I volunteered with him on Christmas a few years ago. I played some Madden with him that day. Very cool guy, very nice guy to talk to. Blue collar guy, started his own companies after, made it pretty big, and he's huge American patriot, and he's a America First person as well. Has no problem calling out the Israel lobby. He does all the real America First stuff. But I remember he had a beef with Hasan Piker. When Hasan Piker was first getting started, he talked about Adam Calhoun in his streams, and then Adam Calhoun, pretty much, he had, like, this is when Snapchat was really big. He would have people send him pictures of them taking a shit, and then they would write on it, taking a Hasan Piker, and he would get, like, hundreds of thousands of these pictures, and he would just post them all online every day, just trolling Hasan. So, I mean, I remember that. I remember, like, I haven't heard from Hasan, and not that I personally heard from him, but I haven't, like, seen him on social media in years until recently with the Charlie Kirk stuff. But, like, before that, I knew who he was from, like, the old, like, 2017 Adam Calhoun days, you know, but old Unk status days. But yeah, let's watch this video. This guy's a piece of shit, and a lot of people are giving him shit about this right here.
I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the Hasan Abi broadcast.
He has his dog sitting in the same thing for 5 hours straight, and then when his dog gets up, he shocks the dog with a shock collar to get it back to the spot. Like, I don't have a problem if some people use a shock collar for, like, certain instances.
It is emblematic
of
all of America's much more consequential
here's where it is.
Violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
Yeah, he shocks her right there. And the way he said like place, and then in another stream today, when he was getting shit about it, he shows the collar and he says it's just a vibrating collar. If you've ever heard of sit means sit, it's from there. It's not a vibrating, it's a shocking collar. I know that for a fact because I have multiple dogs, and one of them was trained at Sit Means Sit, which is an e-collar training facility. So it is I don't know. It's not a good look to keep your dog in the same spot for 5 hours and force it there with the shock collar. Again, like, I understand the use of it for certain instances. Like, some people, you know, it really does come down to, like, you have to get the proper training for the dog, or you're going to have to put it down because the dog could have, like, aggressive tendencies, and you're not going to be able to find a home for it, and shelters aren't going to take that. So, yes, I do agree there could be some instances, but the way he's using it is just animal abuse. Like, my dog right now is sitting over there on the couch just sleeping. And if she gets up, I'm not going to stop her from doing it because I'm not an absolute piece of shit. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, what an asshole. We're going to finish this right here. Yeah, like, for 5 hours. Or 4 hours, 21 minutes. Wow, sue me. Great, same thing. You guys get it. That's pretty insane. You shouldn't be doing that to a dog. That's animal abuse. I do want to show a couple clips from this Dave and Nick thing, and then we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the Sneeko thing as well. But I'm going to show these clips. Again, we're kind of just zipping through stuff today. Like I said, I basically tried to film this 3 times already. I got like 20 minutes in, 18 minutes in, and like 28 minutes in, and every time it just ended up crashing and nothing ended up saving. So I don't know. I was a little nervous going to film this again now, and I was like, I'm just going to do a reaction episode where I'm reacting to stuff on X just in case it crashes. That way I don't fucking crash out at the end. But yeah, let's watch this.
People who hate Jews, I was like, well, I should probably be cool. Because it's kind of hard for people to hate someone who's cool to them. And it's just so weird to me that everybody else's opinion is like, no, this is the one thing that's unacceptable, bigotry. Anything, the government just passed a law that says they can detain you without charges, whatever. But like, no one's being a bigot about it, right?
Yeah, nobody bitches about the Patriot Act, but everyone bitches about, like, if you call out black crime stats or if you call out organized Jewry or how Muslims are bad for society. Everyone hates that, but nobody, like, it's just crazy. He makes such a good point. It's like people can go commit a genocide and people can justify it like Ben Shapiro, but it's like you call out the organized Jewry and you're the biggest piece of shit to exist. Like, what the fuck?
They're doing it to whites and blacks equally? Like, okay. And then number 2, like, what is this thing that we ought to shut people out of the conversation? It seems so counterproductive and stupid.
Well, and it's not even just bigotry. In particular, it's words. It's not like you even have to do a bigoted thing like you beat up a black person for being black or you discriminate actively. It's like if you have said something that sounds racist, is racist, that is worse than murder, war, etc. And that was kind of like a phenomenon this summer because I was so outspoken against the war in Gaza and the clips were going around on TikTok and Instagram. And a lot of liberals are saying, wait a second, even he is saying this is evil. This is a guy we're supposed to hate. Maybe the broken clock is right twice a day. And I was on my show reminding people like, yeah, maybe I'm racist. Maybe we disagree on issues of race. But I'm against murder. I'm against genocide. And like you said, is that not the actual moral paradigm? Is like killing.
Yeah, somehow it's I don't know. If I supported the killing of women, children, and journalists, that would be better than me calling it a genocide somehow. I don't know. Like, can any of you explain that who support the Israel lobby? I would love for you to explain how that makes sense.
War, famine, are these things not the real evils? And maybe bigotry is somewhere further away from that and saying things that might be bigoted further even still from that. And we live in a society now where it seems like if you have ever uttered anything that's bad, it haunts you.
Yeah.
It's like you look at my Wikipedia page and it's like he's a racist, sexist, homophobe, Islamophobe. In 2018, he said this. In 2020, he said that. Right. And I go on shows and in the news reports, they list like things I have said. It's like I do a talk show. Yeah. I talk 3 hours a day for a living for 10 years. And sometimes it sounds controversial or provocative or offensive, but doesn't that kind of go with the territory of freedom of conscience? If we can think, should we not be able to speak? And if we...
The way Nick puts his thoughts together is so much better than the way anyone else does it, Nobody else is able to speak and put their thoughts out there in the way he does. And maybe it's because he's been doing it for so long under this much scrutiny, but he really is one of the best speakers of our generation. I'm going to go on to, we're going to show a lot more clips of this tomorrow. We got, I think we got 1 or 2 more right now. We got just 1 more, then we'll check headlines, we'll read comments, and then we'll sign off. Again, not a crazy long episode tonight.
And people like that. Like, I just think all these voices are so important. And you know what I mean? I hope you would like kind of think about that.
And I do. And I grant that on my show even throughout these feuds, I've said they're both important and they're pushing people in the right direction. But I think it's totally the opposite. I think that, like with Candace in particular, she brought me out under false pretenses and then tried to vanquish me, I think. I think that's what that was. Or
it was an absolute hit piece what Candace did on Nick. It was so fucked up what she did. I mean, she brought Nick out right after Israel-Iran, and Nick is the most knowledgeable person on that subject. Didn't even talk about that, really, and just tried to bring up, like, old things Nick said about race. Like, okay, shut the fuck up, woman.
Or that was a way of putting me down or something, because I had just had my biggest show ever in the middle of the war. She invites me out the next day, and her whole show is, you hate Jews for being Jewish. You're a real racist. And it wasn't friendly. It was nasty. She was nasty to me. And then afterwards, she wouldn't let it go. It didn't play well at all, because in the interview, she goes, well, you got triggered. I said, I don't think so. She goes, well, people are going to, and nobody agreed. People were furious about the paywall. They're pissed at the way she treated me. It was universally negative, and she wouldn't let it go.
Yeah, Candace met a guy for fucking 2 weeks over Zoom, is worth $200 million and marries him, and then she puts this interview with Nick Fuentes behind a paywall so she can make 20 grand. Like, fuck you, bitch. Come on. Again, like, you put out your real fucking first piece of journalism, not your first piece of journalism, but your first, like, credible piece of evidence in this Charlie Kirk thing yesterday. You really have been dropping the ball recently besides that, Candace. It's been kind of disappointing what we've been getting from you besides that. I do encourage you to stay on this journey of investigating this thing with Charlie Kirk. I encourage you to stop slow playing it, because as I've talked about, it's just so fucked up. Like, this is the news. This isn't Bravo TV, bitch. Act like a journalist, not just some dumb bitch. Seriously, like, a dumb bitch would be like, oh, and there's more tomorrow. We're going to give you the final names one day at a time. Like, shut up, bitch. Like, just give us the list. Like, you're worse than fucking Pam Bondi at this. Just embarrassing. But I do give her props for bringing that screenshot forward. That verified screenshot. And continuing to investigate this, because that screenshot being real is the first real credible piece of evidence we have linking Israel or the Israel lobby or these TPUSA Jewish donors. And we need to get to the bottom of who did kill Charlie. I just wish that she wouldn't slow play this release of information that she claims to have.
And then she got to come in and say, well, you lied. The reason people didn't like it is because you lied about it. And it's like, lady, you got to take the L. You were out of pocket. It didn't work. It backfired. So I could coexist with her. I was willing to do it before. I'd even be willing to do it now. And the same is true with Tucker. And I think Tucker's more rational. Maybe he's a guy or something. Or I don't know why.
It does help.
It helps, But I could coexist with Tucker.
100 women versus accountability would be better than 100 men versus a gorilla.
It's just there needs to be a mutual understanding, because I also represent a lot of people, and when they put me down, they're not just putting me down, they're putting down that whole right-wing flank of the issue. And I don't need everybody to agree with me. We can I love the disagreement. Sure. I love this conversation, and we disagreed about some things here too. It's just when people say, you're a fed, you're a racist, F you shouldn't be allowed on the shows, you're just an ass.
Yeah, again, like, I have no problem when I disagree with Candace. I have a problem when she shits on other people on the right wing who are way more credible than her, especially people like Nick. I mean, it is so disingenuous. It is so, again, just like dumb bitch coded.
Asshole. It's like I'm not an asshole. I've been fighting for 10 years to say the stuff that many of these people just got around to saying last year. And that's just, so yeah, it's like a little irritating when they do that to me, but I'm willing to be the bigger person.
That was the last clip we had. I do think the interview with Dave Smith and Nick was a really good one. Nick also did a collab with Sneeko. It was actually a really great collab. They did like an IRL thing. They went to the Comedy Cellar in New York. They went to a restaurant. It looked like it was filmed on Metaglass or something. I did a reaction stream to that one. But everyone should go check that out. It was a really, really good collab. It was really interesting how they did the interview. They were like sitting at a restaurant, like I said, like an IRL type deal. So I don't know. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the Dave Smith one. We will have like a normal show tomorrow. I know today wasn't really a normal show, but I hope you guys still enjoyed it. I do want to check if there's any headlines that have popped up, and then I want to go over to comments. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this is the headline we were talking about earlier. Twitch streamer Hasan Piker accused of animal cruelty. This is how you know, like, it's a shit day for the news, though, where it's like today's news. U.S. shutdown hits 8th day. Twitch streamer Hasan Piker. Like, that's the fucking news today? Like, fuck you. Give me something. Yeah, this is what I was like talking about earlier, and then I was talking about it when fuck it, let's just talk about it now. Why not? So this is the guy who they arrested. He's a Florida resident, saying he caused $150 billion in damages and 12 people dead for causing the Los Angeles fires that happened in January. While we do need to hold this person accountable, we also still need to hold all the people accountable, like Karen Bass, Gavin Newsom, who failed the people of California to stop these fires, to stop the spread of the fires, and to supply people in California with the resources, the fire departments with the resources, the fire departments with the adequate staff to be able to have this taken care of, because DEI hiring at fire departments made this a shit show. The lack of water that was able to be accessed by the fire department. They said they tapped multiple hydrants that were just dry. And this is because of poorly run California and Democratic policies. So, yeah, we need to hold those people accountable too. But I'm glad they arrested this guy. It looks a little shaggy to me. But, like, again, like, shit like this. Like, why does this fucking retard's political party matter? Like, if this guy was a Democrat, it would not matter to me. If he's a Republican, still doesn't matter to me. Like, he's a retard who started a fire and killed multiple people. We should be condemning him no matter what. I hate people who fucking comment like this. White male, what a surprise. Like, oh my lord. Okay, we gotta respond. There we go. Black people commit the majority of crimes in this country. Can't let that shit go unchecked. Can't let that shit go unchecked. Again, like, white male, what a surprise. Like, shut the fuck up. White male, what a surprise. Literally, white males commit so much less crimes than black males. It's unreal how many crimes black males commit, actually. We're going to go on. We're going to check our headlines. Let's see if we got anything else besides what we just had there. Candace Owens is trending. I didn't get to see her show yet today. Let's see. Is there anything new from Candace's show today? It doesn't look like it. Maybe we'll see some clips later. Let's see if there's anything just in the timeline. Because all I respond to is, like, I respond to Mark Levin and Randy Fine so fucking often that in my For You, literally all I get is, like, Jews talking about how good Israel is, because it's all the shit I engage with. It's always me constantly like, fuck you. You literally deport yourself, like, shit like that. And every fucking thing I get is stuff like that now. Okay, let's watch this. I like that headline. Get out of my fucking shot. Let's see. Wait. Let's watch this.
You ready for stat number 2?
I am.
All right. $632, which is how much you save in fuel and maintenance costs when you replace your traditional car with an EV, with an electric vehicle. So I lease a Chevy Bolt. It is the best car that I have ever owned. I just plug it into the garage, 3-hole prong plug, and I never have to go to the gas station.
That's awesome. And $632 is real money. And I know here at UCI, we have a National Fuel Center Research Center. And
before this lady starts kirking off on her staffer, I just want to say she looks like a total bitch. Again, I know that's not the kindest thing to say, but I could just tell this woman's going to be an asshole.
They're also doing work on how to make electric vehicles affordable, including for low and moderate income people, working moms, single moms like me, people who really could benefit from an extra $632 in their pocket. And it's also not just the individual savings, but it's also the total savings for our economy. So I'm on the oversight committee, you might know, and that is where we did a study recently this fall in September. And what it showed is if we don't electrify our transportation sector, that we're going to lose more than 500,000 Californians dying prematurely to air pollution and other problems. And the state could lose Get out of my fucking shot.
I wanted to tell you that that's actually incorrect. It's not that it's electric vehicles. It's that if we don't meet the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that.
I'll tell you that that's actually.
And the state could lose.
What the?
Get out of my fucking shot.
Bitch, get the fuck out of my shot. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I'm gonna edit that clip later to be like, get the fuck out of my country, and I'll make a remix of that in Elon Omar. That's actually kind of funny. Get the fuck out of my shot. Like, what a bitch. Katie Porter, Democrat from Cali. Let's see. Breaking from the president. Mark Levin put this, so it's going to be pro-Israel something. I'm very proud to announce that Israel and Hamas have both signed off on the first phase of our peace plan. This means that all the hostages will be released very soon, and Israel will withdraw their troops to an agreed-upon line as the first steps toward a strong, durable, and everlasting peace. All parties will be treated fairly. This is a great day for the Arab and Muslim world, Israel, all surrounding nations, and the United States of America. If this is true, that's great. Israel lost the war. I mean, Israel's goal was to take the Gaza Strip over. So by that, they did. Here's where I'm going to show you. So this is the clip that I was talking about earlier with Hasan showing the collar.
This is the one that people are talking about.
The sit means
okay,
sit
this
collar.
is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it.
Anyone who's ever telling you that their shock collar only has the capacity to vibrate is just lying and embarrassed. I know that for a fact. Again, I have worked so closely with some of these dog training facilities. I'm good friends with someone who runs one. It's, again, just a fucking lie. Let's see if there's anything else on the timeline worth talking about. Like, what the fuck? Again, like, are you guys just a little bit turned on? Just a little? Like, I'm not talking about, like, full staff. Just, like, a little half-mast type deal. I don't know. That's going to be... My timeline gets super fucking repetitive because I respond to a lot of the same shit over and over again. That's going to be all the different things we talk about today. It was a fun show. It wasn't my best show, but it was a fun show. We're going to go over... We're going to read some comments now. Let's get that set up. Let me put my headphones over here. We're going to get our comments all pulled up right now. We got a good amount of comments. People seem to enjoy the last episode. Our first comment, someone goes, "Do not trust Nick." Talking about Nick Fuentes. You're wrong. I don't trust you. Nick Fuentes is one of the most credible sources in the media. Nick Fuentes is not paid by people except his fans. Nick Fuentes is one of the most knowledgeable people. He's one of the best speakers of our generation. He started the Real America First movement as well. So again, you don't know what you're fucking talking about. Someone wrote, help me, I'm being raped by BB. That's what I said in the last episode. I was a little nervous putting that in there because I was like, are they going to demonetize this? But I don't think they will. I think they can get it to joke. But yeah, we're all being raped by BB. Like right now, you know, I'm being pinned up against the wall and BB is just having his way with us. He's having his way with me. I can't stop it. Literally, I blew my rape whistle. I blew it endlessly. I kept blowing that rape whistle. And BB did not stop raping me. The United States government allowed him to rape me. They're still allowing him to rape me. I don't know if we'll ever recover from the raping we're getting from BB. Someone wrote, all religions are ridiculous, fictional bullshit. Okay, you're going to hell. Fuck off. This is a Catholic show, along with being a news and political show. We are Catholics here. You don't have to be Catholic to watch the show. But counter-signaling against it, saying that it's like, fuck you, it's not real. Okay, if it's not real, then argue the Shroud of Turin then. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Fuck you. Next comment, someone said, why are you trying to be a discount Fuentes? Dude, be yourself for fuck's sake. This is myself. Again, just because we're both Italian guys who move our fucking hands a lot and we both speak about Israel doesn't mean I'm impersonating somebody. Shut the fuck up. Stupid fucking low IQ comment. I appreciate you watching the show. but this is just my sense of humor as well. Again, it's not like a crazy concept that like two white guys, two Italians have a similar fucking sense of humor, two very similarly aged young men. Again, I'm nowhere close to as smart as him, or I'm nowhere close to as good at this as him, but I definitely try to act like myself on the show. I do lean on him for inspiration with some things. I'm not going to hide that fact. I definitely lean on him along with a few other people for inspiration. I think it's normal to lean on, people you watch for inspiration when you're newer to this. I've only been doing this for like 6-7 months or whatever it is, 9 months or so. But yeah, I lean on Alex Jones, Myron, Andrew Tate, Nick Fuentes. Lean on a lot of these people who've been doing this for a while for inspiration. But yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. This person's commented like 3 different times about me cursing, and they just wrote again, commenting just to complain about your juvenile level of cursing again. Again, it's like, it's not like I plan the curses out. Like, it's not like I go into the episode, like, I'm going to say fuck 27 times. I'm going to say shit. I'm going to say this. No, it just happens. Like, it's just what happens. I just speak naturally. I riff and I rant and I flow. And it's like, you also got to think, a lot of people in the younger generation, and me specifically, I use curses as filler words, which is probably not like the greatest thing. But every now and then, if I'm just like, I don't know what to say, you just throw in that as a filler word and it works. And I'm still not as comfortable on camera as I will be in the future. I've only been doing this for a few months. It's a very odd feeling being on camera when you're not used to, like, I'm 26 years old. It's very weird to not be on camera for 25.5 years and then be on camera for these 6 months. So I'm still getting used to it. I'm sure as I get used to it more and my speech flows a little more naturally, I'll curse a little bit less, but I mean, it's never going to be like a completely curse-free show. Like, this is America. This is America Unfiltered. We're going to be unfiltered. We're going to talk about unfiltered topics. We're going to say things that are unfiltered. That's just what the show is. And again, it's just my personality. I do appreciate you commenting and still listening, even though I know you don't like the cursing, but it will be scaled back a bit over time. It's not like I'm going to purposely scale it back. It's just less filler words. Let's see. Someone said, it's awesome that you can admit when you are wrong and issue an apology. Yeah, I mean, I do think I was wrong in saying that Candace was never going to release the evidence. I didn't think she had it, but then she released something. But at the same time, I still think it's really disingenuous the way she did it. Like, monetizing every single live stream for 3 weeks past Charlie's murder, or almost 4. Monetizing it, it's in 2 days. It's the anniversary of 1 month. That's fucking crazy to think about. But monetizing every stream you do, and you're doing this slow buildup of like, oh, I'm going to release more information tomorrow. I'm going to tell you about this tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you about it today. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. Tune in behind the paywall. It's like, fuck you. Again, like, this isn't Bravo TV. Like, stop acting like a woman and act like a journalist. Stop acting like a drama fucking bitch. It's really annoying. That's the part I hate. But yeah, I did say I would be the first to apologize if she did bring anything forward. She did, and I think what she brought forward was great. I think it's actually credible information that we should all pay attention to. And again, when I was like saying all that, I wasn't trying to like counter signal Candace. I was just trying to say, like, again, excuse person before who doesn't like the cursing, excuse my language here, but it's just a bitch move. It's a bitch move to be like, I'm going to release this in a couple days. Don't make me do this or I'll release it. Like, that's a bitch move. Just whatever you have, just put it forward and let journalism do the fucking work. Like, that's what I'm trying to say to Candace. It's less that I hate her. I don't. I actually like her. I like her show. I just fucking hate the way she went about this. Let's see. Someone said, but I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. Someone said, my new favorite podcast. What's up, bitches? How we doing? Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. We're going to keep going. The show's only getting started, baby. Only getting started. Someone said, another one like this. Bro, you'd be great to listen to if you didn't try so hard to be like Nick Fuentes. You do so many of the same things he does. The dialect is almost identical. Like, come on, bro. Just be yourself. I don't agree that the dialect is similar. I actually think he has a much more advanced dialect than me. This stuff like, we talk about similar topics because, again, we're both daily news shows. Like, I talk about the daily news, what happened today in politics. I film this. I usually air this between 7 and like 10 p.m. and I film it somewhere around like 5 to 6 p.m. So yeah, I film it late in the day the same way he goes live late in the day. So yeah, we're going to be talking about some of the same topics, obviously. It's a fucking daily news show. I'm not going to be like, oh, Nick's going to talk about this later, so I'm just not going to talk about it. Like, that's retarded. But I do agree, we do a lot of the same hand movements, stuff like that, but we're just both Italians. Like literally every fucking Italian I know is talking like this, talking like that. Like, shut the fuck up, bitching about that. I think, I don't know. I think if that's the hump you got to get over, just get the fuck over it. Let's see. I then responded a similar thing, and then someone responded, bro, what are you talking about? He does not sound like Nick Fuentes at all. He's literally just talking like himself. I listen to Nick too. Exactly. Based. Yeah, Nick is, I'll be the first to say it. Nick is way more advanced than I am. He's 10 times better at this than I am. To say, like, my dialect is similar to Nick's is, like, a compliment to me, if anything, because of how far he has passed me in this world. He's been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing this for less than 10 fucking months. Again, it's like, my show's not going to be as good as his. I know it's not your point, but I don't think, I'm not really trying to do my best Nick Fuentes impression. I do think, yes, there are a lot of things I do lean on him for inspiration with, the same way I lean on Alex Jones, Tate, Myron, and all these people. But that's just natural. That's how anyone works when they're, like, newer to things like this, you know? Like, when you're getting trained at a job, you follow the person who's training you. You don't just create it all your fucking self. And again, it's not like Nick's training me, but I'm newer to streaming. So I'm relying on things streamers do that I see that are successful, that I want to incorporate into my show. Like, that's not a bad thing. That's just how the fucking world works. Someone goes, oh, and I like your profile pic. You have the office pumpkin picture with Dwight. That's funny. I agree it's weird that Candace is slowly releasing information while monetizing on it, but saying it's because she's a woman is weird and throwing me off. If you think she should stay out of politics because of it, while at the same time she's digging up more information than you as a man, what information would be out if she did stay out of politics because you wouldn't have filled that role? Yeah, I think if Candace wasn't, I think there are men filling that role. Like, Ian Carroll's doing it just because I'm not specifically looking, like, I'm not doing the digging of looking into who killed Charlie Kirk. I'm going to be very honest about that. I'm not. Like, it is way too big of a task for me to accomplish with everything else I'm trying. Like, I run a couple different businesses outside of this. I do my show. I do not have, and at the same time, I'm a one-man team. Like, I do all the editing, the filming, I do literally everything. All my social media is run by me. I don't have an assistant. I don't have interns. Candace Owens has a fucking team. And beyond that, she has 8 million subscribers. That's a network of people around the globe who are able to feed her information. I don't have that ability. So again, my comment on that was more that when I say women should stay out of politics, I just think politics would be more productive if it was men. And it's less, people like Candace. It's more, less the, like, streamers and stuff like that and reporters. And it's more the actual politicians themselves. I just think politics would be run a lot smoother if it was just men involved. But that's a different conversation than what you're saying. I mean, that argument was more just a joke about how Candace is treating, like, journalism like it's a Bravo TV show, which she is. Her slow releasing the information is because she's acting like a woman. It's because she's treating this like it's a drama series, like it's a fucking lunch with her friends where she's like, I'll tell you the details next week. Like fuck off. Like, no, just tell us them now, bitch. I appreciate you tuning in, though. Appreciate you listening. Let's see. Someone said, I think as this has aged, you now realize Charlie and you were more on the same page than you realized. And that's on an old episode. I do think me and Charlie were on the same page on a lot of things. We were, on different pages about the JQ for sure. Charlie was definitely asking a couple similar questions, but he was nowhere close to where I'm at with the JQ and with Israel. But yeah, me and Charlie agreed on a lot of things. We agreed on a lot of race politics, but we disagreed on a lot of stuff. Like, he was way more pro-legal immigration, and I was not. He also, like, he was part of the reason that, like, the conservative movement became a little woker. Like, if you guys remember, a conservative is supposed to be conserving American identity, and you're generally, like, Christian Catholic on that side. And Christian and Catholicism, literally, like, for years, there were a lot of Christians and Catholics who were, pushing forward the LGBTQ agenda. But what does that have to do with, like, that goes against what the Bible says. That goes against what the Pope says. So it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of things that me and Charlie definitely disagree on. A lot of things. But at the same time, I think we all are Charlie Kirk now. It's not that we all have to have his positions, but we all have the we all have to be empowered to speak, use our voices, use debate, and reason with people. Engage in politics in the way he wanted us to and did. We're gonna go on though. We got a lot of comments on this episode. Someone said Candace's right button, and they did like an arrow pointing to the like button, and they got 0 likes. Candace was right about one thing. Okay, let's relax. Again, it's not saying I don't want her. I want her to be right about a lot more. I want her to continue to be right. But let's be honest, she's brought one piece of evidence forward. Actually, I mean, she could have brought more stuff today, and I haven't seen it, so don't misquote me on that, saying like, oh, but Candace brought something today. Bitch, I haven't watched her stream yet. I'm going to watch it after I finish filming this. Like, it's fucking 8:30 now. I'll be uploading this by like 10 tonight. Let's see. Someone said, get off the internet, child. The world has a lot to teach you. Andrew Tate will ruin your life. Shut up. Again, like, Andrew Tate's inspired thousands of young men to be a lot more stoic, to actually act like men, to train to become unkillable, unbeatable, to become more unfiltered, and to, again, people are like, oh, he teaches them not to respect women. No, it's not that. He respects women. He just doesn't respect whores. You do not respect whores, and I agree with that. Do not give whores time, attention, or respect at all. Literally treat them like they're homeless people. Just ignore them. Don't even talk to them. Do not look at these whores at all. Don't give them any attention. They don't deserve it. Even the women LARPing as Christians, like the women who were whores and now want to act like they're Christians. No. That's not like, you don't just get to go fuck every guy in your college and then be like, but I'm a Christian, marry me so I could bitch you around for the rest of your life and ruin your fucking life, and then divorce you one fucking day, take your kids. Like, fuck that. Again, you don't know, Andrew Tate's a great influence. I don't agree with everything he says and does. He's a Muslim. But at the same time, he is a great influence on young men. We got a comment here from our South Africa guy. How we doing? Said, I think boomers are the only generation who are still mostly pro-Israel, mostly because of propaganda and indoctrination. My dad, for example, fought in the Anglo border war 79 to 82, and his reason for supporting Israel is because during those years, South Africa was under severe sanctions from the West because of apartheid, and because then Israel was our only ally. We got weapons from them. So that's his reason for supporting Israel. No amount of red pilling from me has any effect. Yeah, I mean, I deal with a similar thing. Red pilling your parents is really fucking hard to do, especially when people who are old don't like to change their mind. Like, when you're so embedded in ideas, you're like, you're so embedded in the idea that, like, Israel is the United States ally, and it's also beyond just, like, I know you live in South Africa, so it's probably different for you, but here in America, at least, it's like, the anti-Semitism is so drilled in these boomers' minds. Like, boomers are so afraid of being called racist, anti-Semite, like, all these things. And we're not scared of that at all in our generation. Literally, I before I was even political, I was just called a racist and a Nazi just because I was white. I was told my ancestors owned slaves by so many black people. But my ancestors didn't. They came here in 1910. Like, fuck off. But yeah, I appreciate you listening, appreciate you commenting, tuning into the show. This one was a chain of comments. Someone wrote, I didn't listen. Who's losing listeners now? So you are so ignorant. Read some books. Let your balls drop. Good luck, dumbass. I'll respond to that, and then I'll read the chain, which is hilarious. But first of all, you didn't listen, but you still commented. Thanks for the engagement, sweetheart. Second, saying read some books. I read 120 books a year. How many do you read, bitch? Shut the fuck. Like, again, this has to be a woman. There's no way this is a man. This has to be a woman. Good luck, dumbass. Great, go fuck yourself. And then they wrote, someone commented, you sound hurt. And then the person wrote, crap, now I feel bad. You actually do have some knowledge and talent. You are a little aggressive, but that's fun. You have some knowledge, and I like some of your ideas and your thoughts. I would like to see you succeed. I want everyone in life to succeed and just be happy. Happy is where it's at. Just pray for some patience and understanding. I will pray for you. You'll be back at this one day. You will be embarrassed by again, like saying I'll be embarrassed by my stupidity. Like, you'll be embarrassed by the fact that you just had a bipolar breakdown in my comments. You went from, I didn't listen, who's listening now, to, oh, you actually make some really good points. You just need some more patience. Shut the fuck. Like, again, you have to be a woman. Shut up. Don't talk to me that way, bitch. Like, Then someone wrote, "Nice try, Israel." Yeah, let me put a little laughing reaction to that one. That's a good one. Then someone else wrote a laughing emoji. And then I wrote, "Did we just watch a woman have a bipolar episode?" in the comments. And then the person under me wrote, "He came with facts and sources." Yeah, again, bitch, what did you come with? You just came and complained. You were like, "I'm not listening, but I'm still going to give you engagement." And then you listened and you're like, "Oh, he actually makes some good points. But you're just a little aggressive and not patient." But the aggressiveness is fun. Like, again, like, really? Like, this is what I'm taught. When people are like, why don't you want women in politics? This is why. And if you're not a woman, if you're a guy, it's like, dude, you got to be a little bipolar. Like, I don't know. Like, you got to be a little bipolar or something. That's fucking crazy. That was all the comments we had on Spotify. I think we actually got some on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and double check that because I want to start reading the comments from all platforms. I've really just been reading the Spotify ones recently. Let's see. Let's go over to our dashboard.
And there was no question.
All right, let's see. Comments. Someone wrote L Israel. Thank you. I appreciate that. I agree. And someone wrote WAU. W America Unfiltered. Let's go, baby. Let's go. W America Unfiltered. I'll take it. I'll take the dubs. I will take the W. But that's all the comments we did have for today. I'm just closing out a bunch of these tabs now. There we go. Got them all close. But yeah, that's all the topics we had for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction to the comments. I enjoyed doing the show. I'm still getting more comfortable in front of the camera, as you guys can see. I know we didn't have a normal episode today, but if you stayed till the end, I appreciate you listening. Remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the show. Remember to rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. We had it was either a liberal or Israeli attack, where in the span of about 10 minutes, I got 10 1-stars. Had to be coordinated. Maybe not. But I appreciate all the people who do rate the show 5 stars. I really appreciate you. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Remember to check out the Sneeko and Nick Fuentes collab. Remember to check out the Dave Smith and Nick Fuentes collab. I did my reaction to the Sneeko one, and I'll be uploading my reaction to the Dave Smith one most likely tomorrow. It's about 3.5 hours long, that interview, so it's a longer one to react to. But I'll be getting to that one shortly. Hope you guys have a blessed day, a blessed afternoon, and a blessed night. Thank you.